What can 160 years of experience teach you about the future? A lot, especially when it comes to protecting what matters. At Pacific Life, we've helped people and businesses confidently embrace the future with life insurance, retirement income, and employee benefits. With strategies built on strength and trust, and a promise to be here for you today and tomorrow. Ask a financial professional how Pacific Life can help you today. Pacific Life Insurance Company, Omaha, Nebraska, and in New York. Pacific Life and Annuity, Phoenix, Arizona.
Welcome to Daily Sync, your concise source for today's top stories, tech insights, entertainment buzz, wellness tips, and more. I'm Alex Harper.
And I'm Jordan Bennett. Let's dive into today's headlines.
Good morning. It's Monday, October 6th, 2025. From Trump cornering Netanyahu into accepting a Gaza ceasefire,
To the Nobel Prize in Medicine being announced today,
and an AI-generated actress getting a talent agent,
we're here to keep you informed. Let's dive in.
starting with current events, President Trump publicly declared Hamas ready for lasting peace after the group agreed to release all Israeli hostages, boxing in Prime Minister Netanyahu by ordering Israel to immediately stop bombing Gaza. Trump's rapid response came just 1 hour after Hamas's statement, preempting any Israeli objection and forcing Netanyahu to halt military operations mid-campaign. The move surprised Israeli officials twice, first with Trump's celebration of Hamas's partial acceptance, then with his unilateral ceasefire demand that left Netanyahu little choice but to comply.
The 2025 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine will be announced today at 11:30 CEST by the Karolinska Institute in Stockholm. Speculation centers on potential winners, including Jeffrey Friedman for discovering leptin, Svetlana Moisov for identifying GLP-1, the basis for Ozempic, and Carl Diceroth for optogenetics. The prize, worth 11 million Swedish kronor, approximately $1.2 million, honors discoveries that have conferred the greatest benefit to humankind.
Now, in technology, AI chatbots are directing tourists to non-existent destinations, creating dangerous situations. 2 tourists nearly hiked alone to a sacred canyon in Peru, recommended by their AI, except the canyon didn't exist. A couple in Japan followed ChatGPT's advice to catch the last ropeway down Mount Misen at 5:30 p.m., only to find it had already closed, stranding them on the mountaintop. A 2024 survey found 37% of travelers using AI couldn't get enough information, while 33% received outright false recommendations.
OpenAI and former Apple designer Jony Ive are struggling to define their highly anticipated AI hardware device, with reports suggesting the project faces significant challenges in determining its core purpose and functionality. The secretive collaboration, backed by substantial funding from Ive's design firm, Love From and OpenAI, has generated enormous industry speculation, but remains shrouded in uncertainty about what form the device will ultimately take or how it will differentiate from existing smartphones.
Cory Doctorow's new book excerpt details Amazon's enshittification, how its flywheel technique, once used to benefit customers, now primarily enriches the company at merchants' expense. The strategy involved using low prices to attract customers, customer traffic to attract sellers, and seller fees to fund even lower prices. Today, that cycle increasingly extracts value from marketplace sellers through higher fees and advertising costs while degrading the customer experience, exemplifying how platform dominance enables exploitation.
On today's hot topic, AI-generated actress gets talent agent.
A computer-generated Instagram actress named Tilly Norwood now has a real talent agent, sparking fierce backlash from SAGAFTRA.
The union condemned the move, stating the AI character was trained on performers' work without permission or compensation, potentially displacing human actors.
From a business perspective, this represents inevitable industry evolution. Synthetic performers offer cost predictability, infinite availability, and elimination of scheduling conflicts or personal issues. Studios can create consistent characters across projects without renegotiation, and early adopters gain competitive advantage in a market increasingly accepting of digital content. AI tools democratize production, allowing smaller studios to compete with major players while reducing insurance and liability costs associated with human talent.
While that business case has merit from a human impact perspective, this fundamentally threatens livelihoods built over generations. The AI was trained by stealing performances without consent, making any new creation exploitative by design. Human acting draws from lived experience, emotion, and vulnerability that algorithms can't replicate authentically. Normalizing synthetic performers erodes artistic value, eliminates career paths for emerging talent, and concentrates power with tech companies who control the tools, ultimately impoverishing culture itself.
Moving on to business, Bitcoin surged to a record $125,689 on Sunday, marking its highest price in 17 years. The rally stems from robust institutional demand through Bitcoin ETFs, a weakening U.S. dollar amid government shutdown concerns, and the Uptober phenomenon, Bitcoin's historical October strength. Nearly $50 billion in trading volume occurred in 24 hours, liquidating over $200 million in short positions. Analysts predict Bitcoin could reach $135,000 to $150,000 if current momentum continues, driven by institutional adoption.
California Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation Friday allowing over 800,000 Uber and Lyft drivers to unionize while remaining independent contractors, the largest expansion of private sector collective bargaining rights in state history. The compromise also significantly reduced insurance requirements for ride-hailing companies, cutting underinsured motorist coverage from $1 million to $60,000 per person, expected to save Lyft $200 million annually. California becomes the second state after Massachusetts, enabling gig driver unionization.
For your daily challenge before sharing any AI-generated travel recommendation or business advice, spend 2 minutes verifying the information through official sources.
That quick fact check could prevent a dangerous hike, a financial mistake, or spreading misinformation. And it builds the critical thinking muscle we all need in an AI-saturated world.
That's all for today's episode of Daily Sync. Thank you for joining us.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and share. Have a wonderful day, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.